Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumps back for another Optc video, and in today's video, we're hopping into the World Journey Mission 2 against Vivi and Rebecca, the Ready to Dance Expert difficulty. This is the 10-star, 60 stamina event that is a little bit tricky over here on on Global, as to get the Chopper Man missions done, you actually need to do it a bunch of times, and you need to bring Vivi and Rebecca on your crew. Now, obviously, with this particular event, the New World Journey, Vivi and Rebecca are basically built for this. But I do have 3 teams for you today in this video that all have Vivi and Rebecca that all use different characters. Now, the thing with this event is there are the World Journey characters that are boosted, but you're not allowed to bring any Sugofest exclusives, which is a little bit of a bummer, but there is a bit of a loophole. Verse units apparently work. Apparently you can bring verse units. They don't actually classify as Sugofest exclusives. So it's a bit weird, but with that said, let's dive in. Alright, so team number 1 is a double verse Big Mom team. So as I mentioned, the verse characters work. So this is the team, these are the supports. Let's dive in. Alright, I totally forgot I didn't have game music on. My bad. So on stage 3, we come up against Rebecca. Now, Rebecca basically only gives us 1 turn of hunger, but that's why we brought the treasure map Vivi. Not only to satisfy the requirements of the Chopper Man missions, but the treasure map Vivi is actually going to give us 3 recovery orbs. So with those recovery orbs, we can actually eat them by hitting perfects with Big Mom, which is really, really nice. We also get an attack buff for this particular stage. And we can actually just take out Rebecca easy peasy, no issues whatsoever. Once we move on to stage 4, though, we come up against Vivi now. Now, against Vivi, she's going to turn into a strength unit as well. She's going to put up end of turn damage. She's also going to give us 5 turns of burn and 4 turns of attack down. So this is where we're going to use the special of our, what's her name? Tashigi, limited rare recruit Tashigi, because she not only gets rid of the attack down, but she can also give us 3 turns of a chain lock. We're then going to use our Big Mom special to give ourselves an attack buff, and then we can use the Dofi special. Now, the Dofi's clutch here, because he extends our attack boost by 2 turns, which is very important, because on the next turn, we can't actually use an attack buff, but provided our captain is cerebral or driven, he will do that for us. Now, if you need to, you can use this Vivi special again to give yourself some more matching orbs, but as you guys can see here, we don't actually need to. So we are going to make sure that we can hit 3 perfects. Beautiful. Don't worry about the burn. The burn doesn't do too much damage. We have enough HP to tank it. Just make sure to hit 3 perfects, so that way you can get the carryover of Big Mom and actually get the orb boost on the next stage against Vivi and Rebecca. Now, against Vivi and Rebecca, they are both strength units. They give us a full board of block orbs. They give us 1 turn of special blind and 1 turn of fear, as well as putting up 1 turn of threshold, which is really, really annoying. So to get around the threshold, we have the support of Perispero on our Big Mom. We can get around the special blind and the fear with our Rebecca, the rare recruit Rebecca. Make sure she is limit break keyed, otherwise this team actually won't work. And then finally, we can use the Big Mom special to give ourselves a full board of recovery orbs, as well as an attack boost, which is really, really juicy. We can then use the verse ability just literally because, like, we have no other reason not to, right? And with that, we should be able to take out this stage easy peasy. Beautiful. So with the attack boost, with the orb boost, with the chain lock, we have color affinity, but, like, we didn't even need it, so it worked really, really well. So that's the double Big Mom team. Absolutely devoured, literally, and had Vivi and Rebecca. So let's move on to the next team now. And moving on to the next team now, we are utilizing a double verse Akainu team. So this is the team, these are the supports, you know the drill. Let's dive in. Alright, so over here on stage 3, and we come up against Rebecca. Now, Rebecca gives us 1 turn of hunger, which is a little bit annoying. But because verse Akainu really does struggle with the whole stalling thing, we are just going to have to take our time here. So on the first turn, we are just going to pass the turn. We can actually do quite a bit of damage here, but we actually got fairly lucky, and we actually managed to get a recovery orb. So I'm actually going to gobble up that recovery orb, mainly so I can just get this done a little bit quicker. But if you guys don't have a recovery orb, don't stress too much, as you can actually get around it on the next turn thanks to the Big Mom special. So on stage 2, we're just going to take out our girl Rebecca here. Now, if you didn't get that recovery orb, you can just use the versatility of Akainu to get the conditional boost, and that way you can easily take her out, and then the burn will basically just do the rest for you. Moving on to the next stage, we come up against Vivi. Now, against Vivi, she gives us 4 turns of attack down and 5 turns of burn, as well as turning into a strength unit. So what we can do here is we can use the special of our Akainu. And with Akainu, we actually have the support of ErKa. Now, ErKa can remove 2 turns of threshold, so that is a really good way of actually getting around it on the final stage. But I actually have this Rebecca here as well, who also removes 2 turns of threshold. She's another really, really good way of actually getting around that. We're going to use the versatility of Akainu here to make those quick orbs matching, and then we're going to finish it off with our Big Mom special. Now with Big Mom, this is where you can actually get that recovery orb to get around hunger, so don't stress if you didn't get lucky like myself, because you still can get around it. Do not stress one bit. So with that, we just want to make sure that we do eat one of our recovery orbs. That way we can get around the hunger, so I will do that for you guys. But as you guys can see, the Vivi and the Rebecca down the bottom aren't actually boosted on this team, so you do want to actually start with them attacking. As you guys can see, we have so much damage that we're not even attacking with the one Akainu that has an actual orb. So, does it pretty well. Moving on to the final stage, we come up against Vivi and Rebecca, the two of them now. They are going to put up end of turn damage. They both turn into strength units. They give us a full board of block orbs, and they give us 1 turn of special bind, 1 turn of fear, and they put up 1 turn of threshold. So they do a whole bunch of just very arrogant things. This is where Stampede Buggy and his limit break key come into play. We can not only change the block orbs, but we can also remove the special binds. We can remove the threshold with either the Rebecca special or the support of ErKa. And then we can finish it off with our Akainu special. Now, Akainu is going to turn all of our orbs into quick orbs. And then with his Verse ability, we can actually get that conditional boost. And with that, this stage literally just melts. We don't even worry about the burn, which is great. We can just sort of attack through it, and everything's hunky-dory. So there you guys go. That was the double Akainu team. Even with the 2 free-to-play Vivi and Rebecca's that aren't even boosted, Akainu he just built different, man. He just built different. Let's move on to the final team now. And the final team in the video is utilizing a double verse ace team. So this is the team, these are the supports. Let's dive in. So I actually want to talk about this particular team, so I'm actually going to showcase the entire run. Now the team's a little bit janky, purely for one reason. We are using the World Journey Vivi on this particular team, but do not stress, little Timmy. Don't get your knickers in a knot just yet, because your good old pal, Stump D Gacha, has got your back. With this particular team, there is 2 ways to actually clear it. Why is my game glitching? Whoa. Hold up. Are we back? Alright. So, with this particular team, there is 2 ways to clear it. Now, if you guys don't have the World Journey Vivi, don't stress. You can easily just replace the World Journey Vivi with the Treasure Map Vivi. The one that you guys saw in the very beginning of the video on the Verse Big Mom team. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, rewind the damn video. Get back there. Have a look. And you guys will see that the Treasure Map Vivi is very, very good for this. The Treasure Map Vivi can actually give us recovery orbs, which is awesome because it helps get around hunger that is on the 3rd stage. With Treasure Map Vivi, you get recovery orbs. With World Journey Vivi, she actually just has the limit break hunger, which is super, super nice. But, oh, hold up. But if you do have the Rebecca, the World Journey Rebecca, you can easily slide her into this team and actually just use her instead of this free-to-play Rebecca. But this free-to-play Rebecca is great because she extends the attack boost by 2 turns, provided your captain is either Strength or Psi. So as long as your captain is Strength or Psi, you can actually extend that 1 turn or attack boost into 2 turns. So it'll work either way. On to stage 3 now, looking at the content, we come up against Rebecca. Now against Rebecca, she's going to give us 1 turn of hunger, and that's basically all she does. Nothing else, just super chilled. With this particular stage, we are just going to use our normal attacks. We do have 3 strength units, and we can easily take her out. Now, if you guys actually stall a little bit longer, or if you guys aren't using the World Journey Vivi, you can easily just use a Verse Ace ability here, or an Ace Special, and that way you can easily take out this stage. I'd recommend using an Ace Special over using the Verse ability of Ace. On to the next stage, though, we come up against Vivi. Now, Vivi gives us 5 turns of burn, 4 turns of attack down, and has end of turn damage. So to get around that, we're going to use our Vivi special. Vivi is going to remove the burn and give ourselves an attack buff. The burn is really not that big of a deal. Now, if you're using Treasure Map Vivi, you can easily just use the Rebecca special. Now, Rebecca's going to give us color affinity and extend that attack buff, which is really, really handy anyway, because you have to actually hit 4 perfects, which is really annoying. We can then use the bobbins special. Bobbins is going to give us some matching orbs. Whoop. And then we can actually use the Verse Ace special. Verse Ace is going to give us an orb buff and a chain lock, and with that, Vivi is just going to absolutely melt. Now, just be mindful that you do need to hit 4 perfects if you're not using the free-to-play Rebecca. So, ideally, don't use a Verse Ace special there. Otherwise, you might be in for a pretty bad time and not have an attack boost on this final stage. I just like to use the Rebecca just because it's a little bit safer, as 4 perfects is actually a lot. On the final stage, though, we come up against Vivi and Rebecca, who give us a full board of block orbs. They give us the 1 turn of despair. Sorry, not despair, bind specials, and 1 turn of fear, as well as putting up 1 turn of threshold on themselves. So this is where either Garp or, well, Garp's actually the essential one, because Garp will actually remove special binds on our whole crew. But Luffy's another pretty good option. You just need to make sure that the actual character can remove special bind if that's the case. I was under the impression it does everyone, but look, it is what it is. To remove the threshold, we're just going to use the ErKa special. We don't have to worry about the attack buff because we already have an attack buff. We can get the 2 times conditional boost with our Verse Ace versatility, giving us a full board of strength orbs as well, which you love to see. And then we can actually get an orb boost and a chain lock, which is really, really nice too. With that, this stage is going to say sayonara, and we can wrap up this video. So there you guys go. So they were my 3 teams against the new World Journey mission number 2. The Elegant Dance or whatever it was called. I've totally forgot now because this content has been doing my absolute head in. But if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to go down there and belt that like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Okay, now we're bugging. Later!